Hello and welcome to the world of APMinecraft Season 2 and RTX. So I'm going to do a shorter version of my base tour, but this time in RTX. And while I would love to show everyone's builds, I probably only have enough time to really just do mine. We're just going to take flight real quick. I have the high setting on, so hopefully I won't crash out on RTX because I have it at the max visibility, but everybody starts right here at the beginning of the season with a post office. Have all of our names and so forth in here. We have the defeated dragon trophy, little intrigue chests. Everybody has their own, and the post office was already set up for us by Rev and the development team ahead of time, along with the mushroom cow, which houses the nether portal, and we have a community greening project, bringing the green grass to the mushroom island. But all of these streets here have street names. I love this in RTX, by the way. Prokote Grove and Intrigue MC Street. So I'm actually not far from the post office right here. And we're just going to visit my builds here pretty quick and then visit a few other places. You can see in the distance the APM blimp, JayDee's blimp from Season 1. And here we have the community enchant room. It was my first build on the server and looks a bit different in RTX. I love the way these kind of sparkle. But yeah, simple enchant room setup. We'll go from my first build on the server to my last build. The last thing finished. My honey shop. Be careful, those honey blocks are sticky. Oh, what's that buzz for all your honey needs? Sponsored by Trunk Traders Incorporated. And poor Rocco in there is running for his life from the bees because he's taken their honey and they're not happy with him. And there are bees actively in here. In fact, if you stand in the right spot, you'll get right under the hives, dripping honey on you. So, apparently I'm a few bees short, but too late for that now. The world is pretty much done. Nothing I can do here will change this for today's tour. In fact, I actually forgot to put my equipment into a chest. Oh, I forgot to unload my ender chest. I'm very sorry for anyone that downloads it, hoping to get all the stuff I had stocked. But there's plenty of stuff all over the world, I'm sure. And maybe that makes it a bit more adventurous. I see you out there, mushroom cow. Oops. Oh, right, there's a plate there. But here from the side, you also get a clearer view of the bees at work. And I designed it so they're not only above you, but you can see them back here working. All right, and then we have my poor ghosties. One of my probably not so well done Halloween projects, and then I tried to turn them into Christmas ghosts, like the was it the past, present, future? But all I could think of was just adding the clock to indicate time. Well, I do have one more over here. This is a co-build. I designed the building, and Sir Googleplex actually did the mechanics inside. This is our web and string shop, cobwebs and strings. Ooh, wow, night hit suddenly here. And all the daylight center lamps just flick on and it changes the whole look of everything. Alright, so at night we'll check out this one. I don't know that, I guess it's lit up okay. Oh, I designed it to look a bit like a Mesa Dark Oak mine shaft, since you get a lot of cobwebs from there, and of course, string. So let me make my way over to the nether hub, and we'll just look at this beautiful landscape as we go. The potion shop, and underneath that is the, oh, and this place is beautiful too. Was that Amethyst shop? Yeah. So far, most of the RTX packs I've tried don't get the skeleton horses right, and I think this one has an issue with donkeys as well. So we may run into that. I'm just gonna hoof it along here, and we'll get a good look at the mushroom cow. Okay, a little bit dark in here, but I know where this is. So this is our spawn nether portal. Not the way we arrived at our original destination, but we'll get there. And here we have the APM there, and the massive nega portal. We started in the just after the nether update, so all of the nether blocks were very new. And this is a very cool design, very cool setup using the nether blocks. Rev and his team just do awesome job setting up the worlds in advance. Always love the way they do that. But welcome to the Nether Hub. This is all glassed in. That bike guy did a fantastic job setting this up, and we'll run on the railway real quick because I just tried that in RTX, and it is one heck of an experience. So, two things to look at before we go to our base. Intrigue, Honeycomb Junction. And that would be, first we're going to look at the gaming district, which is very close and a very short trip. And you can see the wonder of that bike guy created here. Every single one of us, well, some of us are grouped together, but everybody has their own destination line. And the nether just looks so creepy in this pack. Oh, well, we might not get a good look at it, but oh, and it's just, it looks deadly. Yeah, we're already at our destination. So there are only really 3 main games listed here. Shootout, which is by Devised, and the letters are not showing up on the banners there. Korgi's game, which I think was the best and won. It's a very neat little arrow shooting game on minecarts. Oh, it's very cool. And I believe StinkyMC built the bridge over to my game because I, of course, built it on a separate island. This bridge is sinking. Our fantastic engineer. Although really it was designed that way to act like it was sinking. So this is a bit of the flower forest away from home. It actually doesn't look too bad at night. Yeah, so these are the custom glow blocks, which do not light up in this RTX pack. But this is Kelly's version too. I've had cases where they light up correctly, and you'll see the honey and the slime blocks here. We will sleep real quick so you can see that dead light there. Beds in all the corners here, so I don't have to worry about one. Ooh, sudden brightness. So this is a very simple game. You just head up here. Oops. Make sure you get to the top. Walk out on the glass and just drop down and try to miss the honey blocks and bounce as long as you can, which is pretty simple. You're not really supposed to stay in one place, but yep, the honey just stops you right in your tracks. And that's pretty much it. Made it so that, you know, I'm for some reason I was thinking a crowd. You have a balcony, you can actually look down and see the action. And let's see, you can even go up all the way to the towers. The honey catcher. Okay, very quickly onto the mining mesa. Nether seems to be very dark, and I love the way the reflection of the lights show even on the tracks. Very cool. Even the nether walls themselves look a little shiny. Oh, there we are. That's a good look right there. It's very nifty the way this looks. Oh, that's really bright after the nether. Yeah, the whole reason we're here is the Secret Santa. Now, they may not work in the RTX pack, so just so you know. But a lot of these are the color changing lights, or that's the way they were designed by the dev team. They're not. If I can avoid stepping in the water, they're not actually doing the color changing thing here. You can see the red purple there, and you can kind of see there's a little bit of light in there, but not quite the same. But there's the dancing elf here. There's the redstone Christmas tree, and there's a very neat little cave tucked away down here. And I know Frankie and CoGrow are always awesome with these little elf statues and getting them positioned in a bunch of different ways. But this is a very neat little cave all decorated up, and all the way back here in the back. The gifts were back here behind the chisel blocks, but we have Rudolph and Dasher. We are coming in night into Honeycomb Junction. Honeycomb Junction because the junction is the railway from the Nether. So this is a Nether railroad stop, I guess you could say. And Honeycomb because it's the main output. The bee farm was one of the main things there. Here, I'll stop and sleep right here. You can see a little bit of the nighttime. We will watch a little bit of the nighttime later. So, but let's take a look at this. The way I arrived, which I think pretty sure was in daylight. And I added the light tower. Normally it's lit up. It's in the RTX pack. Those aren't working, but other than that, everything seems to look very meant to do things with the turtles, meant to do something with that ruin, but you know what? Got done what I could get done, and that actually came out very well. I was quite happy with it. We'll do a circle around. If you watch the regular video, the non-RTX one, I'm going to do something similar. The ruin there is pretty cool. I wanted to do something with it, could never figure out what. Redid some of these houses. I basically remade an oak village into a dark oak village. And the fisherman here, first house, has a nice little dock for fishing and boating. Storage, a little bit of storage here as you go up. More tucked underneath, and then has himself a very nice view of the area out over the bay here. And a nice little loft up here with a view as well, and a couple of beds to sleep in. So I thought this build came out very well. So, but we will head on and wander around the village here. Stonemason's hut. The dark oak works very well with the deep slate, dark oak deep slate combination. That looks really good in RTX. That's Blackstone. This is deep slate here. Did a couple of last minute ones, and this one is just basically the same house, but in the cyan and dark oak. These are some of the custom wood blocks. Basically wood and stone in all of your 16 Minecraft colors. So yellow, That's the shepherd? No, that's not the shepherd. Where's the... Oh, that's over there. Okay. I'll get there in a second. Forget where I'm at. Alright, nice little corner house with another good view. I'm all about the views. You know what? A lot of these I like. They came out very well. So I'm showing off my little village modifications. The well here I remade with a custom block, and it has the haste beacon down below it. There are two here. I meant to set up the other two, and I just never did. And then the bell is sitting over there along with one of the regular pins. There, right down here. We'll do it the quick way. Little house here using the calcite. I like the contrast with calcite and dark oak. That was a quick job. I probably could have done it better. I like the way this one turned out a little bit better. This is the shepherd's hut. More room on the inside than I really thought there was going to be. Even had room for a little table here. And I expanded the pen back here a little bit and added in the hay and the barrels, of course. And there we go. I'm not going to do all the farms. We'll just do a quick look right here at the bees. It's probably easier to see from the side here. I have it terraced, and then they drop down. And then at the bottom here, that's where all the honey's collected. Honey is cool. It's one of my favorite things. Love that. Alright. I love the honey edition. That's probably going to be one of my favorite shops from now on. That and the candle shop. Rabbit Warren is right over here. Got the little cattle farm out here. Small house for the master of the Warren. And never got around to putting villagers back over here. It took me a while to figure out that I was staying up too late and the zombies were getting them all. But I have a little path going around the lake, and since this is Honeycomb Junction, honey's a weird color through the glass. That's supposed to be a honey bottle, like this one right here. So, and I held it in my hand a lot when I was building that. It came out fairly decent. I think it looks a little bit better than the non-RTX. That does. But I do have a little cork on top of it even. It's just the color through the glass looks a little odd. Yeah, I like the way this little village turned out. So we have another yellow house, another cyan. We have a lime green over here. I'm not going to pop into each one. Well, maybe we will take a quick look. The object today for me is a little less to show you each and absolutely everything, but more, hey, this is how everything looks in RTX. So 2 pigs were here for the longest time. Well, apparently there was lightning. There's been a lot of lightning. And so now we have frickin' frack. Tried to use the honey and honeycomb blocks throughout the village builds as much as I could. So that's a nice little. That's the nether portal up there. That's a little bit of the nether poking out. Okay, so we have my classic. Gotta have a great view. Gotta have a great view. Oh, and that's got honey up there in the ceiling, which I think looks pretty cool. A couple more here, except where zombies have destroyed the doors, of course. That does happen a lot. I don't know. They only seem to pick on certain doors for some reason, but you know. Let's see. We'll look at this one real quick. Yeah, a lot of these are slightly bigger than the original houses. And let's see, we got 2 more up here on the hill, and I think we're basically done with the village. So we have a nice view of the river and the bridge over there from this side. And then this one, I think, has a pretty nice view of the mountainside. And that is the vine farm up on the hill. So there we are. Let's close this one. We'll go out this one. There were a few things that weren't done on my to-do list. Wanted to do a little waterfall water feature right there. Never got that done. But also, one of my favorite additions to the game from Rev, this mossy tiled cobble. Fantastic stuff. Okay, so finally got this bridge done. Made it regular oak to start with by accident. Little bit of a path here. It cuts behind Stonehenge and goes over to the farms. So just so you know where it goes. Some of these things, oh, I love that. The water in the gutters on the side of the roads. And I forgot, this is the only stretch of road I didn't remember to put lights on. I have lights on the side of all the rest of them. But I like the way there it is, the sunlight reflects off of the water there. It's a little bit bluer than the normal pack, which is really cool. And then up here, we have Bonehenge. Where's the sun? There. Wow, is that the sun? Yeah, okay, looks different in this pack than what I'm used to, but yeah, that looks like the sun. It looks big. It's lined up to set right here, and it rises on the opposite side over here. Well, you can definitely tell which way the sun is. Oh, nice. And then the wheat farms out here. Actually, there are other crops in there too. But I did create Bone Man here, staring over at Stonehenge. That was just a fun little build. There we are. That's the Oak Village at night in the setting sun. I love these kind of views. I just think it's awesome. So we're going to go really quick. If I can get my takeoff. There we are. This road winds around and goes to the third village. These were sort of interesting because these villages were almost triangular from each other. So I kind of wanted to connect them all. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to just kind of connect the villages and kind of like, oh, this one produces this crop, this one, you know. Here we have miners, here we have, I don't know, farmers. But I kind of think of it like that. So let's see if we can't try and follow this, because this has a nice little break over the lake right there. And then there's this tri-corner area right where my lights stop. And then you follow the soul lanterns, and we're going to land here and walk in, avoiding creepers. Nope, you're not going to avoid me, are you? Yeah, my bow's better. Thank you. Alright. I love this view at night in RTX. I did take a look at these in RTX, and these just look awesome. But this is the updated version of Kelly's RTX pack. It's the newest version, so it might be slightly different. But I love this look. I do. Let me make sure you don't go blowing stuff up there. And not miss. Yeah, there we go. All right. Here, let me take those off the screen. I love this look coming in through here. Oh, this is just wonderful. The pumpkin comes out so well. I love it. The ghost even looks awesome from here, and the Halloween tree just kind of dominates back there. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So we have our pillager stuck in a lake over here. He's been there the whole time. Well, not the whole time. At least since I started working on the graveyard, I believe. Been there for a while. I converted a lot of the landscape. Took a while. Yeah, I grew a lot of spruce to convert the land over, and we have the big pumpkin here, the ghosty up in the sky, and the Halloween tree. And then tucked over underneath here. And if you follow it all the way out, we get to the abandoned village with Bruce holding the spruce and Zeed holding the seeds. And a unwelcome visitor with a sword. With a spade. Not a sword. It's a shovel. Anyway. Alright. I'm enjoying the nighttime over here. That Halloween tree just looks wicked. And it looks even wilder in the texture pack because the glowing of the wood. The wood type from the nether. Okay, but here we have the fiery stables. And I did show these off in RTX. And of course these skeleton horses are still dark. But I have a whole mixture of blocks and so forth in here. I went with, except for a few of the naturals, you know, mostly the blacks and reds. And lava behind all the horses here. Oh, and bone. Of course. You can't not build this with bone for skeleton horses, right? So we're coming up. Oh, we still got the moonlight. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go see the graveyard. In the moonlight. Oh well, we'll see the chapel, which is now an abandoned chapel. All right, so here we have. It turned into an abandoned chapel, and well, the lights reflect there, and made it a whole different look than what it was originally. Mostly out of just cobble and mossy cobble, but it turned out okay. And then we have a couple of graveyards here and there, or crypts. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I can get the right button. Oh, here we go. Really dark down here. And I'll have a lot of lights. We just have the candle light. So, over here we have. Oh, let me put these back on. Zilch. Zilch trying to escape from his grave. And then, let's see, what's the next one at? We have a fiery pit down there. And then, that pillager's getting his grave dug now. And then underneath here we have, there's another exit over that way. But we have Zombina and Siegfried. Really dark with the candlelight under here. Oh, talk about your mood lighting. Hope you guys can see this okay. But we have a villager, an important one because he gets his own little extra. Ow. Hey, Siegfried, stop that. Alright. Anyway, back out into the lightning area. Wow, made a huge difference. The memorial statue. One of my freehand inspirations actually turned out pretty well. Okay. Oh, this one has. It's like your eyes adjust once the doors close. It's a really neat, weird thing. Zero trying to escape. And back here, I don't know what this guy did. But he got himself behind bars with just a head. Here we go. Alrighty, and if you do download the world, over here in the village, there is a ton of spruce wood. The first 4 houses all have chests that are chock full of spruce wood from where I was converting the ground over. Oh my, there we are. You're a little more friendly in the daylight here. There's not a ton to see back here, except for farms. And a couple of odd spots. Did that change color? Yay! Those are changing color. They're not emitting light very well, but they're changing color. Awesome! Sweet! I didn't see those doing it before. Okay, cool. Well, some of them were regular lights, so that might have been it. There's a leaf wall there. That is because this is the resort village for the trunk traders. And these we will visit a little bit more in depth. Zombies have taken care of some of the doors. This is one of my favorite builds right here. It's an interesting shape. I decided to experiment on some of these builds, and this one turned out really well. I love the roof. It has a great view. Oh, we have snow in the snow village. Oh, I love this. It's snowing in the holiday resort village. What timing? Oh, fantastic. Okay. So let's go check out some of the other places then. That door needs to be closed. Wow, cool. I love it. Okay, so a lot of the lights here, because it wasn't 1.18, there's extra lights hidden under carpet, like there, because I was still getting a lot of mobs with the soul lanterns. But I have a little bit here up on the hill, and of course I have the AdultsCraft painting pack on, so you have all of our custom paintings. Well, anything that burns will. The world is not saving this way. Oh, I left it dark in here. I didn't put any lights in here. Okay, this one has a loft, and with just fireplaces. Don't ask me. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright. I think some of these have lights, I hope. This one's really small. I'm trying to not sleep, although I really want to with the thunder, but it's snowing! Love the snow. There we go. This one has torches. Basically, these are, just all little cabins, but slightly different designs. Wow, this one's dark. Hold on. Do I have torches? I should be able to light this up. There we go. Oh. Was I actually facing a door the whole time? Never mind. You didn't see that. Anyway, yeah. Just different designs and styles of all the little log cabin style houses. Although that big one up there is the log cabin one. I put an ice fountain over here. There's a viewing deck over here, which right here it's low enough that you actually get a little bit of rain, and you can't really see much. So maybe after the rain stops, we'll take a look. Nice little one here. I played with the floor there. You know what? That's gonna annoy me. As much as I like the snow, let's stop the thunder and lightning. Okay, that is supposed to be holly, and that's jolly. Those are custom leather armors on regular horses. Wow, the leather armor kind of blends into their skin in this pack. That's cool. If you play that enough, with that enough, you can actually find a way to do it. See, this one comes out pretty well. Jingle and Jangle. Jangle looks pretty cool too. They're gold and silver. Jingle and Jingle. That dude's been here for a while. The other dude, oh, the glass is not totally invisible. It doesn't work as well. We'll take a look at him in a minute. We'll go up on the mountain in that case. I like this build here. It's the stonecutter. He's got a little stone cutting station out here. Got him a nice fireplace, and his bed's up here in the loft, which is also dark. But pictures of Rev and Kylie everywhere. And a good look at the fireplace from up here as well. So there is that, and then the log cabin over here. It's turned out pretty well. This one has balconies, a double floor balcony, a little grass patch, natural area out here. And you can almost see him from here. So that's Houdini. He lived up to his name. He escaped from and we could not find him. I found Houdini 2, and he died. I found Houdini 3, and he died. And I finally found Houdini 1 again, or the original Houdini. And now he is performing his magic trick. Let's see, I promised we would take a look from this overlook real quick. Yeah, there we go. Now that's a decent look. And you can see over towards Trunk Trader, and you can see my little oak farm. I'm sorry. I ran out of time as usual. I don't have all the chest cleans up. I didn't even put my gear away where you could get to it. It's still on me. Oh, and I left too many shulkers inside the ender chest, which only I can access. I need a facepalm emote, but I don't think I even have. No, I have no emotes loaded. Houdini here looks like he is floating in air, performing his magic trick with a lantern on floating above him, and it does look really cool. Unfortunately, you can actually see the glass much better in this pack, so it doesn't have as good an effect. I always wanted to build a house up here because you could see so many things. The view is incredible. But there is an overview of the lake and the village. We'll stop right here. That's the nether portal right there. You just go inside, and that's how you get through the nether portal. Nice little bridge here connecting that. And Stinky left me a present. Subscribe to StinkyMC. This is the back side of the hillside that has the skeleton horse up there. I had no idea you were up there. Of course, we did have a lightning storm. That might actually be a trap. So this is one of the custom planks that were added. It's the black one, I think. And this is sort of a manual. No, it's an automatic fish farm, but it doesn't work really well. It's not the best design in the world. It works a little bit. They're supposed to get trapped, pull in, and die. And I added bubbles to flush them up towards the trap, but half the time they just swim right by. The better one is the magma fish farm, using the magma cubes, which once we go into the water here, you can see since they pull down, as long as you're close enough to get things to spawn over here, it'll pull them down, and they will actually hit, and because they take damage on those, they will eventually die. I'm not wearing my helmet. Through here. And, oh, I actually sent something through. There we go. Glow squid. It's going up the pipes. So my water transport system, and then this should activate and send it on up. The redstone blocks. That's awesome. I got to see that working in RTX. Oh, sweet. I was over here in the regular thing, and I didn't see anything at all. I can't even see the bubbles through the glass. I know they're there. I know they're working, but it's hard sometimes to actually catch this in operation. A lot of times you won't see the fish or so forth on here, but it does work. And I'll show you the chest real quick. This actually brings us to the inside of Trunk Traders. That steel door looks very dark. What are you doing down there? Where did you come from? I have never seen a zombie spawn in here. I wonder... Ooh, that's interesting. I wonder if the RTX triggers a lighting change? I've never seen the mob spawn down here. I wonder if I did something by accident. Okay, I'm gonna have to dip into here so you can actually see it. There's a whole lot of coral and stuff underneath here. I did a lot of work under this underground lake. It was originally supposed to be like the backdrop for a underground train station that would connect the different areas here. Yeah, this is all supposed to be a backdrop for a train station. This is the trade trunk stop, and we were collecting mini blocks, so there's a few of those there. But the bottom level here is for librarians. Back there's the AFK fish farm. We'll look at the exterior here shortly. We'll just do a quick run through. This is the enchanting setup, the one I've been using the whole time. When I started this enchantment setup at my base, there was grass here and a hillside behind it. Oh, all of this above me, all of this tree trunk, none of it was here. It took me all season. Down here is all librarians and a few fishermen. They're probably sleeping. It's nighttime, so it's a good time to go through here. And a few more fishermen up here. These are all labeled. All the librarians with books are labeled. And then this first level has a set of stairs here. The other ones have different types of stairs. Okay, and then it's a little bit dark up here. Up here we have more librarians, 2 floors of librarians, and a couple of clerics as well. That's the glow lichen. Makes it look really strange. So we have cartographers up here. This is what, the 3rd floor. I did not number the floors. I probably should have. But we have several cartographers. I wanted to do a map wall of this area and the connected abandoned village and the other 2 villages. Never did though. But I have so many map makers because I was doing all the banner colors. Should have done it with shepherds. And there should be a couple of clerics up here somewhere as well, I think, if I remember right. You were wondering, so. Also, back here you have an express up and an express down. This one is a drop, that one's bubble column going up, and then you have this which goes from floor to floor. In addition to the stairs that go up the other side. So the other side has the stairs all the way up. This side has the express plus the scaffolding. The rest of the floors are not as fully populated. These guys are... What are you? Fletchers. Yes, the Fletchers are here. I think this floor only has Fletchers, as a matter of fact. It is a little harder to see the decorations inside because the candles... The lighting levels are really different inside RTX. Inside with RTX, so you have to... It seems like you have to light up a bit more, even though with the new rules, like these lanterns should cover a good 15 blocks without any problems. But I guess it's the shading. I don't want to spend all day inside here, so we'll just run through the rest of this real quick. Masons. Masons on this floor. I was trying to get every type of villager. Ideally, I would have had a floor full of each and every one, but that didn't work out so well. So leatherworkers. Leatherworkers, I think, are Mo, Larry, and Curly. If I remember right. Yep, there's Curly. And hey, Mo. Alrighty. Oh, the candles look awesome. And up we go again. Alright. The lichen just looks funky. Alright, there we are. Shepherds from Wheel of Time. Matt, Tam, and then Rand and Perrin are all the way at the other end. Although Rand may have escaped. I tried to do my best to get them into a square without them glitching through corners, but somehow Rand got out anyway, and Perrin likes to stand on top of the leaves. So anyway, who are you? Old Joe. That's one of the farmers that got loose. Alrighty. I actually have few. I don't think I have hardly anybody on this floor. I think I stopped with the shepherds, if I remember right. Was gonna put a fisherman up on the top level, but then realized I didn't have it completely villager safe, so I held off on that. So these top levels are all clear. So if you want a massive trading hall, oh, and this is to keep those farmers who are running loose from escaping, except for Sam, who actually climbed out on a waterfall. So there's a little bit of a section up under here that you could probably block off and put villagers in. And then this is all open except for a few huts that you could put fishermen in, which I thought was really cool. And then from up here, there's a bit of an access right here. See, this is an access way, or you can just wander up the staircase here. And this is an overlook for this area, although I'm going to jump up here. That's the inside of the tower. We'll go take an exterior look here in a minute. And there's a couple of good spots from up here. Okay, so this is where the express will take you to. And this is always one of my favorite launching platforms for when I need to fly. But you get a good view of the holiday resort village and everything there. Let me go to the other side real quick, because you can actually walk right out here. And this was a good place. This would have been a good place to put a house. I was going to put my house here, and you can see the town over here, and you have an excellent view of the lake, or the bay, the ocean. What I designed is my own house that I never used as a house because I always just sleep wherever. Is this? I call it the rooted house, and the roots from the old trunk, and that is really just a stump that the trunk traders are in. The real tree, had it still existed, would have gone way up in the sky. This is just the main hollow trunk. But I have I set up rooms for myself in this little rooted house area and never actually moved in. The only section of this I've actually really used, wow, I've got extra bees over here, was the fishing pond, and that's my max fishing rod right there. But the little fishing pond here I did use a lot. Hey Guido, you have a very different look today. Always have a donkey named Guido. Okay, but let's see. The one thing we haven't looked at, and I'm trying to remember to cover everything as much as I can, is the smithing cave right here. And it has all the ores as well as the smith. And it is powered by lava. Don't worry, it's got glass over the lava. But you can see all the ores in here. And a couple of the smiths got out, but for the most part, all of them are here. There is a quick section that's accessible to the mines down here, where I pulled the lava from back here. There's an up-down drop shaft with one of them that has a bubble column. There we are. Yeah, that's a little dark. Yeah, the smith cave. This came out pretty well. And okay, these are little root holes that actually allow you to access that underground lake area. And then we have an old sheep farm here, and I should show you, before I show you the last view of the trunk of traders, I was going to put a few shepherds in there and never did. And I meant to move all these chests inside. But this is my living and working quarters back here. This is my storage facility. It goes end to end underneath this hill. It has about 3 exits on that side. That side I'll show you real quick, because just I just want to point out the direction to where my mine shafts are, my mine is. This comes out right under the bridge and gives you a good view of that. But right back here, if you go right through this tunnel and the door's missing again, this goes down into the mines. And not 1.18 unless you upgrade the world, but standard pre 1.18. Wanted to do automatic sorting for the mob drops and so forth, and stone and dirt and that kind of thing. Never quite got that done. Left a few shulkers here and there. Some of these chests are somewhat sorted. Axolotls for the lakes and the underground lake, crystals, etc. The custom head packs. Some of the heads are actually up here. But my favorite ones are all up here at the top. The dragon, the ghast, enderman, slime, and glow squid. And yes, we get to look at this at night. I was hoping, and I can sleep, so we can get a good look at it in daytime too. But there she is, the massive, dude. What are you doing out here? Tree trunk. I added the glow vines. I greened it up some. It has a lot of water falling down the exterior. It has the lake up top, and you see the branch coming out that drops water right into the lake that feeds the lake. So I think there's a spring up top, and so that's where all that comes from. But there we go. Let's go take a look at that from the top. There is an observing platform over here that I like to use. Well, I never built the platform. I was going to copperize it too, so that it would age. As close as I can get without falling. You cannot actually get everything in the screenshot, but that's... There we have it. Chunk Traders Incorporated. Very cool. Very cool. And I like the way the village looks at night from here too. This is just a fascinating view. I don't know why the bees are out tonight. They shouldn't be out. I like the way they leave sparkles though. Oh, but Bonehenge in the distance, and the Dark Oak Town. The lighthouse and the nether portal there, the honey bottle in the lake, and the snowy resort village over there. It's been a wonderful season. It really has. There is a good look at the Holiday Village Resort. A good look at the tree roots. The Smith Cave is down there. You can see most of it from here. The vine farm, the bee farm, Honeycomb Junction, the town, and the lighthouse, and over here the trunk traders. The villagers, I put as many villagers in the exterior area as possible so you could see them moving in and out and around here and there if you watch for it. Alrighty, there it is. There we have it. This is my final send-off. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I have. I had a wonderful time in Season 2, and I am looking very much forward to Season 3. I appreciate you hanging out with me in RTX, and I hope you enjoyed a different look. So, signing off one last time from Chunk Traders and Honeycomb Junction. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed APMinecraft Season 2. I'll look for you in Season 3. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is Intrigue.